Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Furlong, and today we're talking enzymes. Enzymes are one of the most important molecules in our cells. It is required for life. If it weren't for enzymes, life as we know it would not exist today. What are some things that enzymes do? Well, one, they speed up chemical reactions. We have hundreds of billions of chemical reactions taking place in our cells, and we need to have them happen at a very fast rate. Enzymes help us do that. It also decreases the amount of activation energy needed to start that reaction. So we can get all these reactions, but it takes less energy in order to get them going. And lastly, they are reusable. So these enzymes can be used over and over and over again. So we just need a little bit of enzymes to get a lot of reactions catalyzed. Now on an enzyme, there is a part called the active site. It is shown in the colored part in this diagram, and that allows it to grab a substrate. In this case, the substrate is a disaccharide called maltose. Maltose is going to break apart into two glucose products. Now, in order for this to happen, though, the shape and the charge of the substrates have to be compatible with the active site. So in terms of the shape, it has to be able to fit into the active site, and with the charge, you got to have positive and negatives lining up if there is a charge. So let's look at this overall process about how enzymes work. This is essentially what is known as the lock and key method. So here we have an enzyme. They don't really look like this. They look more like the image on the last screen, but this will help us to visualize this. We have a couple of different substrates. Now, enzymes can only work on a specific substrate. So when you look at those two, which two do you think this enzyme can work on? If you said the green one, you're right. Now, on the enzyme, we can find the active site. The shape of the active site is going to be complementary to the shape of the substrate. So the enzyme can grab that substrate, forming the enzyme substrate complex. Here is where the activation energy is going to be used, just a little bit of energy to get this reaction going. And the reaction takes place, and next thing we know, we have some products. That is the end result of that chemical reaction. Now the enzyme, notice, hasn't changed, so it can be reused over and over and over again. So that's the basics of enzymes. We'll take a deeper dive about these enzymes in the next video, and I'll see you in class.